Well, in essence, what's going to happen is the players are going to contest game number 3 on lanes 16 and 17 if they can't get 18 operating.
Well, I think they're giving it a small time limit then for here. What the tournament director, Johnny Campos, will do in this situation is he'll say to the mechanic, you give me an absolutely honest estimate of how long it'll take to fix that machine. If it's 2 minutes or something like that, they'll wait it. If it's 5 or more minutes, he'll say, we're moving. If he has to go to 16 and 17 at this point, Brian hasn't thrown a shot on lane 16, and neither has Bob. So it's a total mystery over there what that lane is doing.
Voss had a great shot on lane 18 throughout the entire practice session. So we'll see how that factors into the scenario. Spauling ambling on over to lane 16. And apparently that's indeed what will happen. 16 and 17 is where the players will contest the semifinal.
That's amazing. What a bad break, really, for both players. I mean, they have no idea what this lane's going to do. They threw a few practice balls, you know, over an hour ago on it, but that's it.
It's like Saturday morning junior league. One slide, and that's it. Oh, look at Voss. All he can do is turn around and say, yeah, this is a little different from lane 18.
Well, I don't know that it's that much different. He was doing that on the other ones, you know. Of course, he was doing that on 17. He gets an opportunity at a spare, though, right away. Voss hasn't thrown a shot on there. And Brian, interesting in what he was talking about staying loose. If anything would tighten him up, this would be it. All
right, let me ask you this, though, as we watch Bob Spaulding shoot the 9-pin on lane 16. Yes. Does Voss go up on 16 and throw the same shot, same angle that he, say, would throw on 17? Just for the first opening shot?
He has to, because it's a mystery. I mean, it's an absolute mystery to him right now.
We'll have to wait.
I mean, because he really didn't learn a whole lot from Spaulding's shot because he's playing a different part of the lane. That's Brooklyn.
We've seen a number of those tonight. He said, hey, Vespa used it, Spaulding utilized it, so I might as well go ahead and go with one. Now let's see what he cooks up here for his opening shot on lane 16.
You know, he had to watch, as I noticed. Oh, the ball comes back on 16. Amazing. He threw it on 17 and it came back on 16. They faked him out here.
Somebody's back there is right, Brian, the mechanic, and he's thinking fast.
Well, he's thinking, this is a guess, is what he said, but he has to be thinking the back end is flying. You're trying to get out of Spaulding's way. I wouldn't want to argue with Spaulding either myself.
No.
I mean, he's probably a gentle giant here, but
you know, really, when you look at the big picture here, though, too, these guys are used to moving from pair to pair to pair throughout the tournament with no practice shots, just reading the lanes and making good shots in their opening attempts and adjusting from there.
That's true. That's an excellent point, Dan. They are used to doing that. I mean, when they move from one pair to the next, they don't get any practice shots. The first shot has to count. See what kind of an adjustment he makes after almost missing the headpin on the left.
I have another question to ask. This game then is contested on 16 and 17. What if during that time they fix 18? Does the title match go back to 17 and 18?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't think so. I think this is it.
A little deeper inside. And he's coming closer to the 1-3.
As he leaves the 3-6. Goes back and gets his spare ball. Says I might as well take that over here.
I may need it over here.
Yeah, right. This probably goes a little straighter. Ooh. Converts the spare. Now Voss gets his rosin bag from over on lane 16.
See our handheld camera back there dancing around in this picture here. This is a little tough for our crew. Ooh, good looking shot here. Voss has come out beautifully and opened with a 3-bagger, and he has Spaulding on the ropes early.
Brian Voss right down the first, second, and third board. Ball's going to break right into the 1-3 pocket there. Beautiful shot.
So reminiscent of the 300 game that Jim Stephan had shot.
Back in 1973 or 4 was that? 74, I believe it was.
Mel's South Shore Bowl.
Right, where he bowled 300 going back and forth like this.
That's right.
When he was lane 16 and lane 18.
Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. What a great adjustment that he makes on that lane after just one shot.
After one shot, right.
I mean, that's a world-class shot.
Brian playing right down lane 16 here into the 1-3. Boom. His reaction? Spaulding's got to get going.
He knows it.
Ooh. Just no hold left at all on that lane. He's just, still think playing in the wrong part of the lane. Maybe he doesn't like the first, second, or third board. Probably is not his strength as he's kind of got that open shoulder approach. He needs to throw the ball to the right.
We've already seen Vespi dump one tonight, so.
Voss, probably the squarest at the line of any of our 5, except for maybe Ballard, and definitely the guy that goes the straightest right down the boards. And it seems to be the better shot right now.
Boy, this will be a case where the top seed really does get some kind of an advantage coming over and getting a chance to throw some practice shots.
Yeah, but he's going to get 6 between those 2 lanes is all done.
Probably use all of them on 16.
Probably about 4 and 2 is what I would think he'd do. Spaulding hasn't gotten close to the right side on that lane yet. Still looking for his first strike. I mean, he's staring at an opponent that's got 4 in a row playing outside. I mean, the game's slipping away. He's got to make a move, Dan. He's got to move right, in my opinion.
Now a ball stuck. Finally back on lane 16. We've seen a little bit of everything here tonight.
Yep.
Voss with the first 4 and in control of the semifinal match. Keep in mind, fellow Brunswick staffer Emilio Monticelli, the top seed.
There, blow that air out. He is wired for sound. And wired for strikes.
3rd down and 7. And Aikman throws, and that's incomplete.